All right. That should be a lot better now. Well, since y'all couldn't hear anything we just said, welcome.
Yes. I hear us now. Welcome everybody.
Welcome everybody.
This is what happens when you do everything by yourself.
Yeah. So, oh well. Hey, we got this one to work though. But I think we're all fired up and ready to go. We got audio, we got Bryant, we got me, we got sound.
Yeah, but welcome everybody to another episode of The Fad. We are on episode 50. 50.
Yes.
Yes, the big 50. We finally made it, man.
We made it, motherfuckers. Sexy motherfuckers.
Cheers.
Cheers, my brother. My beer's all warm. Fuck it. It goes down smoother.
I always find that I think we've said that quite a few times that other countries actually don't drink their beer cold. So,
yeah, isn't Germany one of them?
Yeah, I think Germany is just not about it.
Not about it. So we got a couple new things here. As you guys can see, written over there above Bryant's head on our door, there's a phone number.
Yes. This phone number right here, if you would like to go ahead and call in and give us a chat.
Yes, we're taking calls now. We can hear
Yes.
you. You can call in, give us some time, let your voice be heard if that's what you want. Because, that's what we're doing. We want to talk to you.
Yes. Yes, we do.
We do.
I think it would be for good conversation.
Yes, it would be. Yeah. Yes, it would. And I know a few of you motherfuckers out there have been talking about coming on and shedding your opinion onto the show, and we would love to have your opinion. Fortunately, right now, we're still getting into the works of, actually bringing somebody on and all that stuff. But, man, you know what? We are absolutely taking calls now, taking opinions in. I mean, shit. It's about fucking time.
Yeah, right. But right now we are actually streaming live on Instagram,
Yes.
and also YouTube and on Facebook.
And on Facebook.
So if you are on any of those platforms, definitely go ahead and give us a chat, give us a message, and we'll get back to you. But again,
we are on all platforms now, at least those three that Brian mentioned, and you should see some content going up. We're gonna be working on getting all that content that we have, all the content that Facebook took down from us. But good old Brian here, make sure he's got copies of all of this stuff. So
Facebook does not like us.
it's all right. It's all right. He doesn't have to. Zuckerberg, you don't have to like us. We're gonna go bug YouTube and go bug fucking Instagram for a little while.
Right.
Go getting all the settings good.
Yes. So we're still loud, but we're not like blasting each other's ears off.
Nah.
I mean, I like the tone of your voice, Justin, but goddamn, because I can hear every crinkle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro.
But so go ahead and stick around with us. We got some movie news, we got some local news in Southern California, and we got some global news as well.
All right, lay it on me, my brother.
We got a little bit of everything. I always like to start off with, how was your weekend?
Dude, the weekend
was how are you,
very chill. Very chill. Yeah, we used to do that all the time. Right. The weekend was good. Didn't do much. I mean, these days I'm trying to keep it lax as possible. But, was pretty much at home the whole time.
Okay.
Just stayed at home, didn't do much. Drank some, smoked some. Was lazy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Not much.
Nothing
it was very very homebody
weekend.
Yeah, it's a home weekend. Stayed home, did a bunch of stuff. Worked on some stuff and trying to finish off these cornhole tables that were in my garage, and they just need legs and they need the hole cut into it. And I'd like to put a nice little finish on it of some sort.
Cornhole,
but
good old fashioned,
good old cornhole. So I was working on that a little bit, and yeah, there's just I like doing that. I like working outside, especially at home, just doing shit. Working on my van. The work never ends on it. or working on some kind of side project, and
sure,
and keeping myself busy, being busy. I read last night, being busy does not have to mean being productive. It doesn't.
Sure.
You don't have to be productive to be busy. You can just be busy to be busy, which is doing puzzles, creating something,
playing a video game.
Yeah, playing video games, stuff like that. It is productive in its own way.
Sure.
It's not productive in the way of, hey, look, I'm making money, or hey, look, I just fucking, did something that made this better, or whatever. It could just be like, hey, you know what? I spent 4 hours on my video game and I got from level 2 to 12, or whatever.
Sure.
That there, that's staying busy, and that's good for the mind, isn't it?
I would think so. I think it is. I would think just watching regular TV over playing a video game. Yeah, playing a video game is immersive. You have to go ahead and use the controller. Nowadays VR
takes thought.
It takes the end. You need to use the engine a little bit.
You do. You got to use the engine, and you're right. Watching TV, there's nothing wrong with watching TV. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to bash on anybody who watches TV. I watch TV as well, and but it's hard for me to sit there and actually watch something. I actually really have to put myself in a position of where I'm gonna watch this because I want to, kind of thing.
Sure.
If not, I get distracted easily, man. I really do. I'll sit there having a bunch of things going, and I'll watch, and I'll be doing shit and watch and doing shit.
My thing is watching YouTube and playing a game on my phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a really big thing for me. I don't want. I don't know if I want to say it's a big thing, but usually when I'm winding down at night, I'm usually just chilling, playing my video game and watching something.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes, right?
Yeah.
I enjoy there's several different styles. I want to hear yours. Let me tell you, when I talk about hanging out at home, lounging out at home.
Sure.
How do you do it? I guess you can say, how do you do it?
How do you do it?
A lot of people hang out in different places. I'm kind of I like hanging out in my bedroom. Don't get me wrong. Eventually that's going to change, and get into a house, like my own house, to where it's like, okay, I have free reign over the whole place, and go ahead, and I don't have to have my computer in my room, because I can have my computer downstairs, or I could have my computer in its office, kind of thing.
Okay.
But nevertheless, the way I like to hang out, like let's say I'm sitting in my office, that's usually where I like to sit, is at my computer, at home. Whether that's in my office or in my bedroom or wherever it is, wherever that computer is, that's usually where you're going to find me if I'm hanging out inside of the house somewhere.
Okay.
It's usually where you'll find me.
Sure.
And what's usually going on with that is man, I got a lot of shit going with it, it's hard to put a definition on it entirely. So let me just say, like last night, I was playing a game on my computer.
Okay.
And then I was also using YouTube on my other computer monitor, but I was I wasn't using YouTube. I had Spotify open on my other monitor, but I wasn't playing music on it.
Okay.
And then I had YouTube open on my tablet, and I was creating a playlist based off of my Spotify list that I was just keeping track of on my other monitor.
Making a list.
Yeah, I was pretty much I'm creating a YouTube playlist of music videos and stuff like that.
You make lists on your leisure time.
I do. And then off to the side on my mouse pad, I got my phone game going, my Opera Omnia going. Yeah. So that's 2 games that I got going. That I'm bouncing in between. And then I had the X-Files going on my TV. That I would every now and then I would just bounce between that's like 5 different things I'm doing.
Yes.
And I would just bounce in between them and get high, Sure. Yeah, I'd be smoking and
smoke a steezy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's usually what I do is if I'm at home, I'm smoking a steezy.
Yes.
I don't want to smoke flower inside because
sure.
I don't want to do that.
I smoke flower inside. I got my little bubbler and I just smoke right there. Yeah.
That's nice.
But it's nice. I use these steezy things for outside of the house.
Steezies are very, very convenient.
Very convenient.
And they're a little bit Like we've had this conversation. It's like it's less potent.
It's less potent. You're definitely paying for the luxury.
Yes,
because I mean the amount.
And I love the luxury.
I love the luxury. I didn't think that I would actually hold on to the luxury for. I thought, maybe it would just be a fad.
Hey,
yeah.
Wait a minute.
Maybe. And I didn't think it was gonna last, but then I realized that it actually really helps out because you step out into the world, man. It's taboo, it's just a taboo thing, you can't just be sitting there getting high wherever you want. You can't be medicating wherever you want. You cannot. You can't, like cigarettes are more socially acceptable than weed. And that's fine with me. But I like to go out and, I like to take a hit of this before I walk in the store.
Sure.
I like to go ahead and, give myself a little, take off the edge a little bit before I go do something that'll give me natural anxiety,
Okay.
And it's nice, it's helpful, and I'm sure there's some people out there who might just be like, whoa, you should just deal with it, that's not,
sure.
You gotta use weed and medication or whatever to go places. I'm all like, well, you know what? Why not?
I actually have that mentality, and it's not a good thing. I put myself down a lot for a lot of the things that I deem to be not appropriate socially.
Okay.
Drinking, smoking, doing anything that is like going to Vegas, during a work weekend.
Sure.
Instead of like asking for days off, that kind of stuff. You'd be really hard on yourself. So I don't know. Everybody has their thing. I don't think it's bad. But I don't know. I'm just hard on myself.
I don't think it's bad, but it depends on what you're trying to do. Like
sure.
It's because
balance to everything.
It's the balance to everything. That person who likes to have a drink before everywhere they go, they'll probably get away with it for a really long time if that's all they had was a drink before they went places. But that usually doesn't last like that. Most alcoholics that drink to go places end up really drunk somewhere at some point.
Probably
when they shouldn't be.
I would hope at home.
Yeah, hope at home, but it happens all the time. This is why interventions happen and stuff because they're drunken Ralphs, and they probably didn't intend to be belligerent drunk at the grocery store, but they've been medicating in that way for so long they're taking
that
the drink.
Notice
that it just took that one day that they usually took 2 drinks or whatever to go to the store. This time they took 3 or they took 5 just because they've been doing it for so long. I'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I've been doing this for a while, and then they go overboard, and all of a sudden that's the guy you see on World Star sitting there getting into fights with people at the grocery store. Sometimes it didn't just happen overnight. This behavior didn't just manifest itself overnight. It's years and years worth of repeated behavior that you get comfortable with. I'm guilty of that. Maybe not with alcohol. I can't do the alcohol thing, but I have walked in high out of my fucking mind places.
High as a kite.
High as a fucking kite, dude. Like to places that, like, man, I shouldn't have gotten high this high before I came here. But I guess you can say it's a little bit more acceptable because what's the side effects? Like, what's really happening? I might be a little bit slow.
Sure.
But I'm not going to be belligerent. I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to be aggressive. If anything, I'm going to be avoiding aggression more than usual. So I think that goes for a lot of people who are. There's a lot of you out there. I know there's a lot of you out there who are high as fuck when you go places.
Yeah, and I've seen it.
Yeah, you see it in people. You're like, this motherfucker's higher than the devil's dick. His eyes are redder than the devil's dick.
Pineapple Express for the win.
Like, fuck, man.
But
But that's why outdoor events during the day.
It's so liberal.
It is, and if you got sunglasses on, nobody can even tell.
And you know how to go ahead and keep your composure.
Yeah, if you can keep your composure, or if you're just high all the time and that's how you are,
that's how you live.
That's how you are.
That's just how you live your life.
Then once you throw sunglasses on, nobody's ever gonna know because it's all in the eyes. It's all in that area right here. And then maybe a little bit, it's like, man, you got really dry mouth, bro. Like, hey, bro, you're high. You're talking like you're high. Your mouth is acting like you're high.
Your eyes are red.
Or
legitimately.
Even if they have sunglasses on, you're like, dude, I can tell you. If you can tell somebody's high and they have sunglasses on, they are fucking high. like how high? This guy is high as fuck. When you can hear the... with their mouth is so dry that whenever they talk, you can just hear the lack of spit in their mouth. Like, bro, go drink something, dude.
Buy him a Coca-Cola or something.
Buy him a Coke. I drink Pepsi.
I'm a Pepsi person. I'd be like, all right, get out of here.
You know what? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. So it's great. It's Southern California. Southern California is extremely liberal. And in good ways and in bad ways.
And when it comes to the weed, I don't mind at all. All y'all did was make my life easier.
I would prefer weed to be. I would prefer weed over alcohol. Alcohol, people get way too aggressive.
People get fucked up, and you know what?
Me myself, dude.
Me and him included. Here we are. We're sitting here drinking right now, and we can sit there and tell you guys that.
Cheers, everybody.
It's not always the smartest decision, but yeah, if you got to drink with us. you know how it is.
Yeah. So I do have some movie news for you guys. We got the box office numbers for the weekend.
All right.
We got Bullet Train for number 1.
Bullet Train.
It is. Bullet Train. It has.
Is that a movie?
It is. It is.
Okay.
It has Sandra Bullock, Brad Pitt. It has Bad Bunny. Right. That is a Hispanic hip hop artist.
Okay.
I'm gonna get destroyed because I didn't probably label him correctly.
Whoops.
But he is a singer. He is a singer.
Is he a singer or a rapper?
I would say it's kind of like the reggaeton,
Oh, okay. He's a reggaeton rapper.
Reggaeton.
Huh? I can't roll my R's like this.
It's because I'm Spanish, bro.
You're a Puerto Rican motherfucker.
But yeah. So it made $13,405,022 this weekend. $13 million.
$13 million
in one weekend.
Gosh,
why do we have debt?
$13 million, man.
Why does this country have debt? I just don't understand.
Yeah, well, because those got to go to people.
See, and that's crazy because I bet that's like Brad Pitt's paycheck.
Sure. I wouldn't be surprised one fucking bit, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like, Brad Pitt signed up for this movie and he's getting paid $13 million for it.
$13 million.
To go ahead and give him his paycheck, we got to go ahead and give him one of the weekends. That'd be nuts. I would imagine that's not right and accurate. Hey, and you know what? If you'd like to correct us and tell us how that works, because I would actually love to hear how all that works, go ahead and give us a call. Give us a call right here, 909-731-9487. And it'll go right. You'll be on the show with us, going ahead and hanging out with us.
Give us a fucking call, man.
Give us a fucking call. Number 2 is the sixth week in the theaters is Top Gun.
Top Gun, huh?
Top Gun is still going strong.
Dang, Top Gun's still going strong, dude. That movie, dude. That movie has got some stuff going on. I don't know.
So?
I need to go see it. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
I feel like I got to go see this movie now because, dude,
apparently it's good.
Yeah, I've been told it's good.
I'm gonna finally get in there, and it's gonna be like, oh yeah, sorry, it's out of the theaters now. I went to the theaters this weekend, and I saw Thor, Love and Thunder.
You watched it again, huh?
Watched it again. This
guy's just giving all of his movies to the fucking movie theaters.
Yeah, all my money.
All his money's to the movie theater.
Yeah,
jeez.
But I took my nephew to Frankensons.
Yes.
Out, is it in City of Industry?
I believe the last time I went there, it was labeled City of Industry.
Okay, West Covina for the folks out in Southern California, West Covina area. But yeah, so I took me and my girlfriend. We took my nephew out there, and we bought him a Pokemon, a Mewtwo Elite pack, and he got some really good cards out of it. Almost every single one. I didn't even know what the Pokemon was.
Right, they got a bunch of new Pokemon out now.
He was like, "It's a VP holographic, this and that."
What? You're just like, fuck.
Okay, guess what the most expensive card is that I saw.
That you saw there.
Yes, it's always been the most expensive.
Is it that Charizard?
It's a Charizard.
It's that Charizard.
$12,000.
How did you happen to peep on what the what's it called? What do they call it? There's a name for it. for Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. It's the
holographic?
Yeah, it's like not the Holy Grail, but there's
see.
a term for having all 3 of them, and you can buy them there. They sell it at Frankenstein's. But I forget how much it is.
I didn't see anything like that, but I did see the cards.
Yes,
they're there.
They're there,
and they cost a lot of money, dude.
Of fucking money, and they get down to everything. They get down to the margins and everything, bro. Yeah. If that shit ain't centered, be like, yo. That shit ain't worth money.
The first one, because I told my nephew to ask the guy behind the counter.
Yeah,
I was like, ask him how much this is.
Oh shit! Okay.
And he was like, that's $5,000. And I was like, all right, man. Well, come back when you're 22 and start saving now. And he's like, I'm never getting this car. And I'm like,
fuck that
for
dude.
$5,000. Yeah,
for $5,000. Fuck that, dude.
It's cool. But I'm glad he was happy. He seemed happy.
That's all that matters.
We stopped and got snacks at the concession stand and everything. It was fun. You get to see all the art, and all the toys.
There's a lot of cool stuff. Frankenstein's, man, you guys are awesome. I got to go give you guys a visit sometime.
If you guys haven't been to Frankenstein's, I would definitely recommend it. It's always fun to go.
Yes.
It's kind of like it's kind of like going to
it's like a swap meet for anime and pop culture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yep.
And it's awesome.
It's awesome. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Yeah. You should go.
If you're a fan, you'll stay in there for a long, long time.
So number 3, for its second weekend, and it came in on third, is DC League of Super Pets. I think I've seen like ads for this. It's a kid's movie.
Okay.
It's a kid's movie.
Okay.
Obviously, I think it's a bunch of dogs that are dressed up as the superheroes, like Batman. There's a Batman dog.
Oh, okay.
There's a Batman.
All right.
There's a Superman dog and all that jazz.
That sounds interesting.
This weekend, it made $7 million.
Kids movie.
Kids movie.
Imagine it.
Kids movie.
Take the kids to go see it.
Thor: Love and Thunder came in at 4th for its 4th weekend, made $5.3 million.
Oh shit! Okay.
Nope was at number 5, and it's 3rd weekend out. Okay. $5.3 million.
I want to go see that one.
It seems I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until that's on a streaming service, and I'm gonna watch that one.
All right.
I'm kind of like, I'm like iffy about it. It's like it could be really good or it could be really bad. So I don't know. Everything that the guy that makes these movies,
Jordan Peele.
Peele.
Good old Jordan
So far,
Peele.
all the movies have actually been pretty good.
They've been pretty impressive. I've been impressed by what he's come out.
Yeah, like Get Out.
Get Out was
wow.
I was like, man, I need to get the fuck out right now. That shit, dude. That shit had me like, man.
I was stressed.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
man.
Dude, when he sank into the chair, that shit gave me anxiety. Yeah. I was like, oh, bro, you did not just do that to him. Damn. And she's the fucking She's the lady from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yes, she is the girl.
That's why I'm like, I don't look at her the same. I'm like, no, you're a nice, sweet lady who's selling people shit off of eBay.
Right? And why do you have a store? I can't. I don't know. I don't want to seem like a crazy person trying to steal your shit. That was funny. That's a good movie. And the last movie is Minions: The Rise of Gru. I don't understand what that means. The Rise of Gru.
Gru is is the guy. He's the the original one, the bad guy.
No.
The bald guy, Steve Carell.
Oh, okay.
Him. Yeah, Steve Carell's the one that voices him. Yeah.
Yes.
He's been interesting characters throughout the Minions movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That made $5 million. That made $5 million this weekend.
Oh, good man, 5,
right?
How many people does it take to make these movies
per theater? That's so crazy. Here, I want to see which one has the total gross. Wow, that's so much money. Yeah, Top Gun Maverick. Its total gross so far, just from it being out in theaters, has been $673 million.
Holy shit!
You believe that shit? That's a lot of fucking money.
That's a lot of money, man. Dude, Tom Cruise, he doesn't have to make another movie for the rest of his life,
right?
And he's like, he can be out. He probably could have been out years ago. That guy is just.
Yeah,
that guy's
all
just
the
insane.
The Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah, he is just insane. He's an insane actor. A lot of respect. Insane actor, though,
definitely.
man. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
He was in a few movies that actually. I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan, but he was in a movie that I actually liked. I forget the name of it though. But
explain it. I might be able to call it out.
What was it where he was like an agent? And like, did he lose his? No, I don't think he lost. I totally forget. I totally forget. Okay. He's always an agent and everything. And
yes,
yeah.
He is.
What was it? He got into a car accident. I think there was a car accident. Yeah, there was like a car accident, and he was. Yeah, I don't exactly. I don't want to mix it up with that one Liam Neeson movie.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to describe it without describing the lead. I forget what that one's called.
Okay.
But yeah,
I don't know.
There's a Liam Neeson movie where he's without spoiling too much, but he's pretty much
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. I forget the name of the fucking movie.
I need to know.
But he's an undercover agent. You don't know this, but he's on his way to a conference with his wife, quote unquote, and they get into a car accident, and he loses his memory. I think it might have been something. The name of the movie was something around that. But he loses his memory, and when he comes back, nobody knows who the hell he is. He's not who he is. Pretty much,
obviously,
and yeah,
it's
and
like a secret agent.
Yeah, secret agentship.
Yeah,
come to find out, he was actually undercover the whole time. And after that car accident, they replaced him because they still needed to fulfill the mission. So his wife wasn't actually his wife, but he actually believed his fake story, his cover story. When he woke up, he believed that was who he was.
It's like a Total Recall kind of
thing, in a way. So it's interesting. It's Liam Neeson's version of all that, But there's one with Tom Cruise. I don't think it's entirely similar to it, but it's something like that. But I remember there was like two really hot chicks in it and stuff.
There has to be hot chicks.
It's fucking Tom Cruise, man. And I'm like, fuck, dude. If I'd fuck him too. I'm not gonna lie.
What's his? Is Tom Cruise still with what's her name? That was in Dawson's Creek.
Yes. Fucking Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
Is he?
I believe so.
I'm not sure. Let's ask
Google. I don't even.
Google. Who is Tom Cruise married to?
Tom Cruise was married to Katie Holmes until 2012.
So he's not married to her anymore.
All right.
Well, thank you, Google.
2012? They've been divorced for 10 years. Where the fuck have we been?
Doing our jobs, creating a life for ourselves. Next topic we got is some more movie stuff from epicstream.com. The Mandalorian Season 4 reportedly already in production months ahead of Season 3 release.
Ooh, okay, all right. Damn. I guess they're really kickstarting on that one, huh?
I'm really stoked that The Mandalorian did good.
Yeah.
It's a really good show.
It's a really good one, man. Yeah, they did really good. Jon Favreau and what's the other guy? The guy who did Clone Wars. Filosky or whatever his name.
I don't know.
I forget his name. But is it Andy? I don't remember.
Wazowski?
Yeah, I don't remember. But I know Jon Favreau was a part of it. Man, those guys, man, they really came up with something really creative.
Yeah,
they found was real good.
Whatever niche it was that they were doing. It started with Iron Man.
Yes.
And they freaking took off.
It took off, bro. So.
But yeah, I'm stoked for The Mandalorian. I would like to see Grogu again,
That little motherfucker.
Because apparently he's supposed to be meeting up with Ahsoka.
At some point?
Yeah, at some point to get trained by... Or I don't know. I might be tripping. Again...
He already met up with Ahsoka.
Yeah, but I thought... I don't know. I might be tripping.
He's going to meet up with her again?
Again, to go ahead and train properly or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. But again, if we are incorrect, go ahead and give us this call to go ahead and correct us.
Right. I'd like to see more of, where Ahsoka's going to end up, because her story right now is one of the best stories in all of the Star Wars. Because, man, they got her spanning from when she was freaking tiny, just a kid, just a little freaking Padawan that was too young to be a Padawan.
Yeah.
And then now in The Mandalorian, she's a fully grown ass woman, but she's been not in the live action, but she's been in the Clone Wars and Rebels. So she has a huge, as far as the canon story goes, she has a huge part in all of the Star Wars canon story, going back to the Clone Wars and before that. So I'm all about her character. I'm all about her character and seeing where it's gonna go, because she ain't done yet. She's still alive and she ain't done yet.
Yeah.
So
I wonder how far ahead they are in like comics, because I don't really keep up with like Star Wars comics or anything.
Yeah.
But if I remember right, I know once Disney bought the rights to Star Wars, they said everything that's in the comics is canon.
Wow.
So I don't know how they're dealing with that or anything.
Yeah.
Fun fact for everybody that really enjoys DC, DC, how Marvel and Disney. So Marvel and Disney are one. Disney owns Marvel.
Yes.
But Marvel is also its own company. So Disney just owns it, but there is a Marvel Corporation, Marvel Studios that goes ahead and does everything, like the new lineup for Phase 5 and Phase 6.
Yes,
they pretty much control everything, and then Disney gives the thumbs up.
Yes.
It's like, okay, that's cool.
Yes.
So Warner Brothers has finally started to follow. We were talking about this on the last episode as well. DC is starting to follow their example. So, but also what they're doing is they're creating a actual studio, a DC studio, to go ahead and start doing these things. And Batgirl got taken out of the works. I think it's almost 3 or 4 movies that got taken out of the works. They're stopping all the stuff. They can't stop the Flash because it's pretty much already done.
Is Ezra fucking Miller still?
I think so. I think so. It's like you can't cut out that much of the movie. He must be in the movie a lot. And Aquaman 2, you can't stop Aquaman 2. I think Aquaman 2 is already done.
Yeah, didn't they cut a bunch of Amber Heard out of it?
Yeah, I think she's not in the movie at all. So sorry, Amber Heard.
Yeah, Arya.
I mean, I don't know. I only know like surface information about that whole trial with Johnny Depp, but apparently Johnny Depp is going to be like a director now. He's like trying to direct something right now.
I see.
Good luck, Johnny Depp.
Good luck, motherfucker.
Yeah, but DC is creating its own studio to go ahead and start even more acting. Following the lead of Marvel, which I'm really stoked for.
Yeah.
We're going to possibly get a lot of great movies and a lot of good DC movies, and that everybody's wanted for so long. I thought Man of Steel with Superman was fantastic. I really enjoyed that.
Man of Steel, yes. Yeah, dude, I liked Henry Cavill as Superman.
Yeah, he's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
They chose someone that was very, very good with that role.
Yes, I thought it was good. Okay, so I just saw the headline for this one. I thought this is just great. Couple turns the tables on Bank of America after trying to wrongfully foreclose on their house.
Huh, really?
Yeah, so it was. I skimmed through this. So a Florida couple turned the tables on Bank of America after the bank tried to wrongfully foreclose on their home.
Huh, okay.
When Bank of America tried foreclosing on Warren and Maureen Nigeri's Collier's country home, the couple took them to court, CBS News reported. Let's see. The judge ordered Bank of America to pay the couple $2,534 in legal fees. 5 months passed, and Bank of America hadn't paid the couple. Jesus Christ.
Wow. Okay.
So
ain't that something?
Freaking Bank of America, man.
Bank of America, dude.
Banks.
Why am I not surprised?
I mean, we are going through. We already are in a recession. I watch a lot of stock videos and a lot of that kind of stuff. I find it interesting, and these guys that I've been watching that I've introduced you to, we've been in a recession for about 3 months already. But, social media wants to go ahead and now say that we're in a recession when we're actually already in, like, going into a depression.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's interesting. But, like, big banks are, if you have a big bank right now, like Bank of America, maybe Wells Fargo, a lot of those banks, just keep an eye out, be safe, because in China right now is having the citizens are having a really hard time getting their money out of banks right now. So just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for it. If you could go to a credit union, that might be a better bet. Usually credit unions are a little bit more like you're not a customer with a number. You're more of a teammate. It's like everybody's working together in credit union, whatever. But yeah. So that's interesting.
You see what I just did there? I just went onto YouTube and liked our own video.
Good job.
Good job. Got to give us a support.
Oh, here you go, Justin. I'm gonna hand this over to look at the picture of her as well. This is a good one right here.
I was fired twice for being too sexy, but it's just my natural shape. All right, let's see what's going on.
Check her out
going on here? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Too sexy, huh?
Too sexy.
She's got the childbearing hips.
Put it that.
She's got the childbearing hips, and that's what she's got. And I think that's actually an interesting subject. I've actually been in a conversation before. Who was it? It might have been you at one point about them childbearing hips. This was easily 10 to 15 years ago I had this conversation. But there's something about the childbearing hips that I think men naturally, they naturally find it
appealing, attractive,
and there's maybe it was Shane, but who's saying that there's like a chemical thing that happens that's we are literally
programmed.
We're programmed. We have our bodies are programmed to reproduce.
Yes.
So when we sit, like, it's attractive.
See certain colors, certain sizes,
shapes. Just the hips being on a woman. They're naturally, compared to men, they're naturally
childbearing.
Yeah,
hips.
they bulge out a little bit more at the thighs, giving them what we call childbearing hips. You know, and for some reason, that's like an attractive thing for men. It's naturally.
It is. It's very attractive.
It's a natural thing for men to be attracted to.
Vice versa, as a guy having a big upper body, a big chest, big arms. It's
or that big booty. A man with a nice ass.
Really?
Women love that shit.
Really?
Women love that shit.
Interesting.
Dude. Yeah. A man with a nice ass, women fucking love. I think of more women like that over the ripped,
Well, sure. Like
ripped,
a pump and iron type of guys.
Yeah, dude, a lot of women don't like that shit, dude.
I would imagine
pump and iron. I bet a lot of women, dude. I mean, if you're watching this right now and you're a woman, I can say there's a good chance that you're not into those bodybuilders like Arnold in his prime, like that kind of body. Sure. That just like boom, like steroid out kind of shit. I don't know.
Some women are.
I'm sure some women are, but the same way that some men are into those women that I don't even know how to describe it. It's like they look like sticks with makeup on, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That kind of, and that's supposed to be that's supposed to be hot.
That's not attractive to me.
To me, it's not very attractive. I think one of the cliches. I might get a bunch of hate for this, but like women like Megan Fox, women like like Runway with not Charlize Theron, the one from the one who plays that one fucking chick, Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie, dude. Women like them, they're
pretty.
They're pretty.
Yeah,
they're pretty. But that type of body has been like that's hot, and I don't actually find their body. Sure, they're attractive. They're pretty. They're attractive. Don't get me wrong. But to say that their body style is what's hot, I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
I don't. I think I think elsewhere is more.
I think it goes into Shallow Hal.
Kind of, yeah. It's a Shallow
which
Hal
we
kind of
recently
thing.
watched.
We did, and I don't agree with it. I'm all like,
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
there's no assets on these women. They got legs.
Yeah.
They got legs and they got the thinness, but they got no assets. They got no ass. They got no tits. They're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I hope they can cook. God damn.
God damn, bro.
Like no, for real though, it's come to the point where everybody they're just so focused on these certain things, and that I'm like, when did that become like so attractive to men? When did that? You put enough makeup on them, and you Photoshop them up enough, or you put them on a certain diet to where this looks like this and that looks like that, and I don't know, that doesn't work for me. I believe that there is better looking, more attractive out there that isn't what Hollywood's pumping out.
Of course.
Of
course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
And I bet these women are bitches. Most of the time you run into a woman who's they're high maintenance. They're too good for you. You're as far as they're concerned, you're just trying to get into their pants. You're just trying to fuck them. You're just trying to show them off to your friends. That's what these women think, and you almost can't blame them, because that is how they treated or are treated probably a lot. But
that's
man,
a shame
to have that kind of mentality, man.
I feel bad for these ladies that do meet the Hollywood standards, and they're in the street and they get treated with
disrespect, and then it turns them into
you're probably right. Society probably goes ahead and not forces it. I don't know if it forces it, but it's like it definitely pushes them in that direction.
Sure.
And they could go ahead and choose how they want to be. Obviously, everybody has free will. So you can't go ahead and blame society. But it's like, it gets thrown into guys' faces constantly. Like, this is what you should be looking for. This is what you should be looking for.
Yeah, this is hot.
This is hot.
This is hot.
This is hot.
Like,
but usually it's not.
And it's usually it's not. And
again,
you know
it's
what?
The eye of the beholder.
And you know what?
Really.
There's a huge difference between a woman that's hot that you've only seen pictures of her, or only seen her in movies, and a woman that's hot that you've actually had a conversation with, that you've actually been around
that you can hold a conversation with.
Or you've been around that person long enough to where you understand who they are. Who they are, and that changes how the way they look to you.
Yes,
it does. You could take a 7 could turn into a 10 easily, and a 10 could turn into a 4 easily
by personality.
Just from personality.
Holy, I've seen it.
Absolutely,
I've seen it. I've experienced it where it's like I've seen gorgeous women, and I start talking to them, and it just right down the tubes.
Yeah, you're
right
man,
down the drain.
You're a fucking
bitch.
Bitch.
You're really fucking rude.
Yeah, you're rude. You're a fucking rude bitch.
Yeah,
and it's hard because, man, if they're really that attractive, they're probably just treating you as a number. You're just another. You're just
they get so much attention that
you're just the 10th guy that hit on them today.
But
you know what I'm saying?
And again, I would really like a woman's perspective on this one, because
that would be nice.
Yeah, because coming from our point of view, there's a lot of stuff that we probably just aren't aware of. There's just stuff that being men,
we're not aware of.
We're just not aware of.
Don't bash us for it. We try our best.
You could go ahead and bash it.
Bash this motherfucker. Yeah. I try my best.
Go ahead and call this number right here, and we can talk about it on air.
Call it. You call it, we'll answer it, and you'll be right on the air.
We got the phone right here.
Instantly on the air if you call that.
And you don't have to put say your name or anything if you want to stay anonymous.
We won't screen you yet.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. But I got another one for you guys. Capri Sun recall. Thousands of juice pouches may contain cleaning solution.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's not good.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Hide your husband, because they're fucking everybody.
They're fucking everybody.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. This is from CBS Boston.
Cleaning solution, huh? How
Yeah,
the
so
fuck did that happen, bro?
I don't know, but
They don't say?
they do. They probably do. Kraft Heinz is recalling thousands of punches of Capri Sun after some cleaning solution accidentally mixed with the juice on a production line.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it just got diluted enough, you know?
I don't know.
That
dude.
that it ain't gonna kill nobody.
Capri Suns are going to kids. You don't see fucking.
This is true.
You don't see
This is
us
true.
drinking Capri Sun right now. So, even if it's diluted, I think that's probably a bad deal.
Mom, this tastes like glass cleaner.
Hey, Mom, when you clean every Sunday, my drink smells like that.
Oh my god. Be like, dude, I've never wanted to sue somebody so bad in my life.
Oh man, I would be fucking livid.
Oh, I'd be livid.
Yeah,
You fuck with me, that's one thing, but you fuck with my kid? Oh,
Yeah,
man,
that's
dude,
a different story.
I guess somebody's got to die now. I guess so.
I'm gonna send a really mean email.
I'm going to send something really bad. Where's my 9 at?
So the company said it's recalling about 5,760 cases of Capri Sun Wild Cherry flavored blend. The best when used by date on the packages is June 25th, 2023. So go ahead and keep an eye out for that. Anybody that
Look out for your Capri Suns, my friends.
it's
Wild
Capri
cherry.
Wild Cherry flavored juice blend. The best when used by date on the package is June 25th, 2023. So
Check your shit, my brothers
Yeah,
and sisters.
check your shit. Make sure that our kids are safe. Not getting any cleaning products with Capri Sun.
I'm gonna wait till winter to get Capri Suns again. Switching over to Kool-Aid jammers.
How dare you? But yeah, no bashing Capri Sun. No, it's like not. Nobody's gonna start throwing out their Capri Sun. I've been drinking Capri Sun since I was a literal kid. But yeah, keep an eye out. Keep an eye out, everybody. Stay safe. Here we go. We got one from IGN. IGN, you guys are awesome.
IGN, I like you
Please
guys.
sponsor me. IGN, the new Avatar, The Last Airbender console game seemingly leaked. So
Oh, really?
yeah, The Last Airbender video game is coming out, apparently.
I like it.
Yeah, so a new Avatar, The Last Airbender console game called Quest for Balance is seemingly in development after various versions of it appeared on Amazon Japan's listings.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, awesome. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
I would like to
For
play
real,
that if
for real.
Yeah, if it's I wonder if it's gonna be like Kakarot, where it's going through the story. You know what I mean?
Ah, yes. Kakaroto.
Oh, Kakaroto!
Oh, Kakarot.
Cloud.
Ooh, this is how we look on
Oh
Instagram.
shoot!
Yeah.
Sorry, Instagram.
Yeah. Yep. If you're watching us on Instagram, you're
Sorry.
just gonna have to deal with
we're
listening
still
to us.
we're still working out the kinks, man.
Yeah, it's
so
all good.
if you are watching us on Instagram or saw anything, sorry,
Sorry.
sorry.
You go get us on YouTube.
Yeah, go get us on YouTube or go get us on Facebook. Again, we do have our Gmail if anybody wants to go ahead and get in contact with us. We also are being sponsored by blackpenny.com. Go ahead and check them out. They got custom made plugs.
Yes.
And if you want to go ahead and purchase anything, go to the eBay storefront. Their website is currently being built.
Yes.
So keep an eye out for that.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah,
Coming up strong.
coming up strong.
Yes, coming up strong.
Oh, but let's see what else we got in here. Ooh. We got some science alert, sciencealert.com.
Okay, what we
Scientists
got with
just
science?
broke the world record for the most powerful stable magnetic field.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. All right.
A hybrid magnet in China has just smashed the previous record for the most powerful stable magnetic field scientists have claimed
Okay.
at the Chinese Academy of Sciences Steady High Magnetic Field Facility. That's a hell of a name.
Yeah.
But that's freaking awesome. I love hearing that kind of stuff. I love hearing, like, you know, the Hadron Collider. You know, it's like they're looking for the God particle. They'll go ahead and build these huge ass tubes miles long, and they shoot atoms at each other, and they collide, and and they're able to go ahead and find different molecules that we haven't, and different elements that we haven't learned yet.
Huh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know too much about any of that. Yeah, I'm not educated.
Me, this goes to YouTube research, all my YouTube research. But
yes,
I'm guessing like a huge the world has a huge magnetic field around it. Yeah. In general, if we're able to create one, now a huge magnetic field, that would just be crazy. I don't know what you could do with it. I don't know what you can't do with it. I don't know.
I would like that.
But I would not want to be in it while it's working.
I would want to see it.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to see it. It's a magnetic field.
Oh, that's right.
But I mean, if you like holding a can or like or battery or something,
shit'll fly out of your hand.
Fly right out of your hand, or go. It depends if it's negative or positive charge. Mm-hmm. With a battery, or not a battery, just like a regular magnet, it might just fucking fly away.
Dude, that shit always, I think those like devices, you see them in movies and stuff, like how they had it in that one movie, the Atom Project. With the magnets and stuff. I'm like, I don't know, maybe this is so pessimist, so morbid way of thinking, but man, those people with like rods in their legs and shit, like those people who have metal embedded into their body.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, like that's like, imagine
a pacemaker,
a one in your head. Yeah, a pacemaker in your heart.
Yeah, boom. Holy, you're done.
Like stuff like that. Whew, just the thought of something ripping out of your body because a magnet pulled it out. Fuck that, dude. That's kill me now.
What happens with MRIs, right?
Something like that. Yeah, you can't have metal stuff in there, and then you have to let them know if you have any metal, because you could die, bro.
That would be a horrible day.
Oh,
holy
that would
crap.
be.
At least you'd be in a hospital, though, right?
We can just bring him into the room next door.
Yeah, don't even get out of the bed. Please,
just wheel the whole thing over there.
Just wheel the whole thing.
Just get the most Asian doctor in the whole building.
You'll have him fixed up in 10 minutes.
All right, just get.
He's about productivity. Dr. Ming.
He's gonna come in there and just.
I bet there is a Dr. Ming for some reason. I bet out there's a few Dr. Mings. They're like, oh, Dr. Ming.
Oh, send him in. He'll fix him right up.
Oh man. Jesus. So,
shit.
Six Flags workers call for CEO's outsour as attendance plunges, wages freeze. It's happening, bro.
What's happening?
Recession and depression.
Yeah.
Kind of situations.
People can't afford to be going to these kind of places.
That as well. Yeah. I don't know how much a Six Flags ticket is, but I know how much Disneyland is, and I would imagine it's not far off.
Probably so. Disneyland ain't going nowhere.
No,
they're too popular. But places
they're not going anywhere.
Places like these smaller theme parks.
Knott's Berry Farm.
Knott's Berry Farm. I mean, they're still surviving.
I don't even know if Raging Waters is still a thing.
Don't know, but they've been taking such a hit on money. That unless they're not like Disneyland, where they're owned by Disney, and
they got backing.
Anyone who
do whatever they want.
Yeah, anyone who hasn't been living under a rock for the last fucking half a millennium, knows how big Disney is, and they got enough money to probably build another one if they want to,
Yeah.
But these smaller ones, I've been wondering, how long are they gonna last? I'm not surprised Universal will stay alive because they're backed. They're backed by Universal,
Yeah,
Universal's good. They have a whole foundation, but Knott's. I think Knott's is going to be riding on the fact that there's a lot of history,
yes,
and they've been around for a while. They have products they sell. They sell their own jam and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm sure stuff like that has been keeping them alive. But what about Six Flags? What the fuck does Six Flags have other than their actual theme park?
Yeah, man.
What are they backed by?
I don't know, just that song.
The old guy,
the guy in the suit and the big ass tie, and his hair was like spiked up.
Bro, that was so like 20 years ago. But I remember when Six Flags used to put their coupons and the ticket stuff on the Coke cans.
Okay.
Yeah, remember it would be like use this can to like buy one get one free ticket kind of shit.
Really?
Yeah, I remember that stuff. I'm pretty sure that I have a can. Yeah, it's a Coke. It's a Nestle. That's Coke, right? I think Nestle is a Coke product. Like the iced tea.
Okay.
Yeah, I pulled a can from I'm in residential remodeling, and I pulled a can from a demo, so from behind a wall that was fully intact from like 20 some odd years ago.
So weird.
And it's in my room right now. It's sitting in my room.
Why was it behind a wall?
No, dude, because they were probably when they were building the whole thing. I wouldn't do this as a builder or installer.
Yeah.
But some people like to leave behind, little goodies,
Okay.
And which there's nothing, as long as it's
Their
not gonna,
trademark.
yeah, exactly. And as long a can in the wall, that's not going to kill nobody, as long as they're not leaving stuff that's like, hey, dude, that's like that's not, you can't leave that there, kind of stuff. Yeah,
That's gonna corrode. That's gonna
maybe something
damn
flammable,
walls.
yeah, something liquid or flammable or something like that. Sure, don't, or so, yeah, something that'll go bad later. Empty can of aluminum. Probably not gonna. Yeah, you're probably good. The amount of beer I've found a lot of beer cans, units.
That's kind of funny.
In units, but only in units that are at least 30 years old. Like so these beer cans are like the old Budweiser cans from like the 70s kind of stuff.
Funny.
Back when it
That's
was
so
probably more socially acceptable for professionals to drink on the job. Either that or it's a do-it-yourselfer, which I would imagine at one time there was a lot more do-it-yourself compared to now, especially with technology now. You can get work done. You could find somebody to do whatever you want for you now.
Yeah.
Before the internet, all that, it was probably there was probably a lot of
pages.
Exactly. There was probably a sense of it's a lot easier to just do this ourselves. How are we supposed to filter out? How are we supposed to go trust somebody and filter out somebody? They didn't have reviews back then. It was all word of mouth back then. It was it was like, hey, you know what? All 5 of my fucking neighbors that I talked to recommend this person.
Yeah,
that's how it was. Mouth. Yeah, it was all word of mouth. That's how business was gotten, and it's all different now. But yeah, my point is, you find shit behind the walls and stuff. But I believe that can that I have in my room has the Six Flags coupon on it.
Right, that's where we started with.
Yeah, that's where we started with this. The Six Flags coupon, and I remember that shit. I remember that. And it would be on Coke products. I remember it would be on Coke products, to where it was something along the lines of, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was something along the lines of buy one ticket and use this can to get a second ticket. Pretty much, this can will serve as a second ticket. Kind of thing.
Okay.
I don't know if it was exactly like that, where you can just take the can and be like, hey.
Back then, I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. You do late 90s, early 2000s, people didn't know what the fuck was going on, dude. We were in a weird. It's crazy to think the way the world operates now, just in the last decade, the way the world has been operating is so different than the way the world operated 20 years ago. And it's because of technology. It's because of the introduction of, the internet's been around but the internet really took a big jump when smartphones took a big jump.
Yeah,
because the internet was always something you had to sit down at.
You
always had to sit down
at
the internet, and then the smartphones came out, and all of a sudden the power of the internet was in your hands, and that's everything fucking changed after that. Everything, and the way you do everything nowadays. I see myself, dude. I Google everything before. If I'm trying to find something new, dude, I'm using the internet. The shit out of the internet.
That's funny.
But I'm still one of those that, Brian, I'm sure is one as well, that we do still sit down at a computer.
Yes.
There's a lot of people, especially
that don't even have computers.
They don't have, nor do they need it, because they're not computer people. The people who aren't computer people aren't going to go fucking get a computer. They don't need it. Now they can do it off.
Though.
It is wild because they can do. They're able to keep up with the rest of the world, technology wise, just with their phone. The people who and it's crazy. It's crazy how that works. Is that all those people who aren't tech savvy, aren't all about sitting down at a computer. They don't like computers and that. They still they're connected because their phone is connected.
Sure.
Yeah. That's crazy to think. You know, that's what the world turned into.
Yeah.
Over the last
it's not
10, 20 years.
And it's still going.
It's still going.
It's still going.
We're just going to see, man, you know, when we're in our 50s and 60s, what are our children going to be sitting down on a podcast talking about?
It's not even. They're probably not. It's like going to be that metaverse type of shit where it's like everything's going to be VR.
VR. That's a big thing. That's a big thing, man.
It's
VR.
VR, man.
VR, man. Like that's taking over. I'm not into it yet, but hey, I wouldn't be surprised.
I would like to get into it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if one day, me myself, I get into VR the same way I got into everything else with technology.
Yeah,
smartphones, you know, podcasting, computers, all that stuff.
Instead of so we're sitting here and I put on the glasses and I see your avatar.
Yeah,
instead of
and everybody will see our avatars.
Yes,
you know,
and they could probably sit with us.
Yeah, people can sit with us
because we'll be in the cloud. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. People can sit down with us at a conference table that we're in, and you know, me and Brian, we could literally not even be sitting with each other. We could be in the same room and just be at our computers with our headsets on.
And that's crazy because we've already been able to do that.
We have, we did. If you guys watch, we got probably maybe a dozen episodes, maybe.
Unfortunately, they're going to be uploaded onto YouTube. If you want to go to our YouTube, the _podcast, the videos will soon be available, but Facebook just doesn't like us.
And that's okay.
That's why
we're not here to be liked.
Yeah, we're just here to have fun.
We're just here to have fun, and you know, if we can
play
get
with
your
technology,
we love playing with technology. I mean, if you've been keeping up with us, if you've been keeping up with us and watching shit that we did, you know, from the very beginning, you know that we are very much about new toys and trying new things and this and that. Yeah. And we go through a lot of troubleshooting, and it's fun for us. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, you know? And we do this in a way of like, if you want to come and join us on it, we'd be more than happy to. Yeah. But you know what? We don't need an audience. We'll talk to an empty audience. We don't need that.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Because really, the mics, the soundboard.
The mics are great. We sound great, you know?
We got a freaking number.
Yeah, right? Look at this. There's a phone number up on the wall.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and give us a call, go ahead and give us a call. We can go ahead
and tune in. Honestly, you can call us about anything. You can call and ask about us.
Yeah.
You want to? Yeah, if you don't know us and want to get to know about us and what the fuck our deal is and why the hell we're sitting here.
Why do we do this?
Why do we do this? Well, you know, first of all, I'm gonna tell you why the fuck not. But you want more than that.
Yeah, right.
You can talk to us, you know.
Yes. Our line is open.
Our line will always be open now.
Right here.
We try to do this every Monday. We're trying to do this every Monday. So keep us tuned in to yourselves. Subscribe, save us, all that good stuff. Because now we're on more than just Facebook. We are on the good old Instagram. We're gonna go ahead and fix it. If you are watching us on Instagram, we will be
or you
figuring
did
out.
See us on. I would imagine the people on Instagram probably looked and then left.
Yeah, looked and left. I would too, because that's not.
So
not
if you were on Instagram, I'm sorry. This is our first time going ahead and trying it. We'll fix it.
But it's okay. I believe Instagram is one of those that doesn't save either.
Okay,
it doesn't save it, which is okay. We understand that Instagram and YouTube, it appears with YouTube as well that it's not saving the live. It's okay if you're just tuning in and you want to see the earlier of this video. We are going to be uploading these up to our YouTube.
Yes. So like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely leave comments of stuff that you guys would like us to go over.
Sure, because we see all of it. Even after the show, post-show comments, we still see all that good shit.
Everything is controlled by yours truly here.
We see and control everything.
We read and see and do everything.
Yes. So, I'm pretty stoked. I actually want to go ahead and show this that I discovered today.
Yes.
Streamlabs. I'm a big got on. I started off with OBS, then got on the Streamlabs, and
OBS is great.
OBS is great
for what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
For people that may be just trying to stream one video,
one video,
do, like, one
simple stuff.
Yes,
recording, even if you're not live streaming, if you just want to do recordings of yourself and be able to put a bunch of things, green screen yourself with a bunch of different screens on there, OBS is great for that. We chose Streamlabs because it's geared more towards streaming, actual live streaming, and there's a lot more. Oh my gosh, me just turning the mic this way made me sound a hell of a lot better. But we're all into all that. So today I realized I figured there's got to be a way, right, to be able to control Streamlabs remotely. Like, come on. And there sure was. So if you
2022, man.
If you are on Streamlabs, I went ahead and they have it right there on the Play Store. It's a Streamlabs remote. It's very, very, very convenient. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's pretty much that. What you're looking at there is the layout of everything that I control on my computer normally. And now I don't have to reach over to my computer anymore. I can do it all from here. It's so convenient, and I'm loving it. I'm loving all this. I'm loving
that's
all
convenient,
this.
dude.
And if you do try this,
if
you do try this, I did have issues, and you might as well. You might have issues as well with connecting your phone to the computer. And what you need to do is it's your firewall settings. So I had to go into my firewall settings and go ahead and add Streamlabs to one of the permissible applications that the firewall is not going to interrupt with it. So it took a little bit of research because people online were complaining about it, that it was this new update, blah, 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 this and that. And I thought I was just fucked until the firewall idea popped up and it worked. So
cool.
Yes. Yes. If you're a Streamlabs fan, do that. And the remote is awesome. I've been using it.
A simple
awesome.
Google search.
A simple Google search.
Google search.
All it was is a Google search. And that's one of the things, man. Not to stray too far off topic, but it's one of the things I try to teach my daughter stuff, and I think it's important to teach people these days is how to use Google, how to actually search for something.
Oh, and it doesn't have to be Google.
Yeah,
it could be Bing.
You're right.
It could be Yahoo Search.
Any search engine.
A search engine.
Knowing how to use it, because when you have the power of the whole world at your hands, it's a lot, and you can't just. You have to know how to look up stuff. Because it's easy to get lost. It's easy to hit dead ends on answers that you're looking for because you typed in this and it led you to this and you didn't find the answer there. And the solution to that is you gotta
keep
adjust. You gotta keep going. You gotta adjust. If you have to go back and adjust your Google search, which is what I do. There's a lot of times, I'm sure a lot of people do. I'm sure my age group should know this. I would imagine at least my age group should know how to Google. Maybe you don't know how to Google it, so you just start off with what you know. Then you do a little bit of research, and then based on that research, you refine your search.
Yes.
You're like, oh, you know what? That's a little bit closer. Boom. Refine your search and include that, and then keep going from there. And eventually, you should hit a spot that, unless it doesn't exist, you should hit that page that gives you what you want, or at least enough of what you need.
Yeah, and there is little things you could do, like putting quotes.
Yep, putting quotes. If you want it to be exact, you don't want those words separated at all.
Yep.
That exact thing.
And you could Google that too. There's things that you could put into Google that will allow you to go ahead and refine your search.
Yes, and which is what
parentheses.
What you have to do that.
Quotes. You could put after colon and then the year, and it'll show you only things after that year. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of good stuff. I've had to learn this with my current job.
Yes,
because I'll look for helps with coding and videos to watch and things like that, and it helps a lot. Yeah, so
I'm gonna go ahead and grab a drink real quick.
Yes,
I'll be right back.
You mind grabbing me one as well?
Absolutely.
So our next topic for you guys, the new God of War Ragnarok video revealed by PlayStation. Yes, I'm excited for this one. If my phone moves, but I technology. But yeah, the new. Oh, thank you, sir. Justin, you're a madman. I'm very excited for this. I am currently playing God of War 3. I played God of War 1 and 2. And I'm excited to go ahead and play the God of War with, going into the lore for, it's not Greek. It's Nordic mythology. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, brain. Nordic mythology. It has Thor in it. It has Loki. It has, Odin. And I'm looking forward to going ahead and playing that game. God of War 3 dynamics and God of War. It's just called God of War, so it's kind of tricky. So the new God of War, not God of War Ragnarok, but the new God of War has a different visual dynamics. You can actually change the direction of the camera.
Sure. Yes.
In the original God of Wars, you could.
It was more of a side scroller. It was not side scroller, but it was a little bit based like that.
You're not in control of the camera view.
Correct.
And and now you are, and it looks like the fighting style is completely different. It looks cool. I'm excited to go ahead and play that. And so this is from comicbook.com. So we got some reveals for God of War Ragnarok. I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to playing the first one as well. I know the story a little bit because I cheated and I watched like an entire YouTube video of the game.
Of the original?
Of God of War with the Nordic mythology.
Oh, with his son?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
When
you're ready for it, bro, I got it.
You got it?
PS4. I got it for PS4.
Oh, you already got it. Liz has it too.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
That's why I'm playing it.
Yeah, you're playing it over there. Yeah. I bought it with my PS4. It was the reason I bought my PS4.
Very nice.
I got God of Wars with. I did, but I'd never finished it. And
Okay.
I was about to say right now, shameful moment for me.
It's all good.
But I didn't actually finish God of War.
How do you like the gameplay?
I do very much Okay, I do very much enjoy it. Obviously, I didn't enjoy it enough to where it reeled me into the end of the game.
Sure.
It's not that there was anything wrong with the game. It was probably more just preference. I lost interest.
Okay.
In it, but it's a great game. It's a great game. I think what I've actually noticed that Final Fantasy VII is the same. The new one. It's the same. It's the same style of gameplay. It's like third person over the shoulder. I've noticed that third person over the shoulder. It doesn't keep me as much. Every single third person over the shoulder game I've tried, and it doesn't reel me in long enough to where I play it for very long. I get over it. I get over that style.
Sure.
After a little bit. Even though I enjoy it, I get over it, and then I have to wait a little bit before I can come back, and almost like my meter is refilled to play it again, and then once I start playing again, it starts depleting again to where I get over it again.
Yeah.
So it's always with third person over the shoulder games. Okay. I'm a lot better with straight first person. I'm a lot better with side scrollers. Stuff like that. It's unfortunate because the third person over the shoulder has become very popular over the years, over the last 10 years or so.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it kind of got ingrained into me off of Resident Evil 2.
Right, yeah. Yes.
And I just liked it, and I played it.
And I like it. Like cool. I played Mass Effect with you guys with
it.
Yeah,
Mass Effect
There's a lot of games that I played that are that style that have kept me. So I think it just needs, there's almost
that whatever.
I think, I don't know. There's something about that style that maybe it depends on the game. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm not against it, and it's not that I suck at it or anything. I'm totally fine with it. Mm-hmm. It's just I've noticed that a lot of games out of that style, I don't finish them.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, again, for folks our age group and things like that, we got 5,000 things going on.
That's true, we do. But, dude, good point. Kakarot. Dragon Ball Z, that's third person over the shoulder.
Sure.
It is, and I'm like, well, maybe not over the shoulder, but it's like behind, It's that style.
Yeah.
But I like it. You wrong number.
we thought we had a caller for a second.
I thought it was going to go to this phone.
Yeah, me too.
Oh well.
But yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. It looks cool. Kakarot looks cool.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's a good looking game, dude. Yeah,
It's good shit.
it's a really good game.
Ooh,
And
I got a story for us.
Okay,
which
okay.
I'm actually really excited for this one.
Quick.
Yeah, go for it. So for everybody in California public schools to start offering free meals to all students. This is from fox5sandiego.com. Here, let me go ahead and read this. All public schools in California will begin offering free meals to students in the 2022-2023 school year. Although some school districts already do so, funding from the state budget will allow for schools statewide to do the same. And that gives me hope, and that makes me happy to hear. I love hearing that, and now it's not, the $275. I know it's not a lot of money to go ahead and buy school lunch, but for a kid that probably doesn't have parents that aren't as responsible,
free lunch, bro.
The free lunch.
Yes.
This should have been done years ago.
Right?
This should have been done years ago. You're going to public school. Give kids lunch if they can't afford it. I love hearing it. Thank you for I don't know the politicians that were involved in this. I don't know the folks. Again, and again, this is why we have our number. Go ahead and give us a call, 909-731-9487. We could go ahead and talk about it, and maybe we could go ahead and give shout outs to the people that had a hand in this.
That would be great.
Because now anybody that isn't living in California, your children don't need to worry about not eating today.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
It's fantastic. I love it. I love hearing that. And so it's good. So I'm guessing because you have your daughter, did she just start school? When did the new school session start?
Kids pretty much just started going back to school last week for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, last week they returned for the most part.
That's great.
So I don't know if it's hit her school at all, but yeah, she's heard about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mentioned it to her today, actually.
That's
awesome. Yeah, and she's heard about it, so I'm like, good. Get that school food, and you know what? Continue to take school food to school as well if you want. There's nothing wrong with taking food to school and eating that instead. There's nothing wrong with eating that instead.
Sure.
Yeah, you don't have to get school lunch,
but
you know what?
And it's available.
It's there. It's available. Maybe the morning didn't work out and you didn't end up with a lunch. You don't have to worry about not eating.
I used to not eat at school sometimes because I didn't have money. I would imagine, for folks that are our age, if you didn't have money, you couldn't eat.
Correct.
And there was vending machines. There was, we went to Corona High School. There was a room that had the cup of soup, the Pop-Tarts. There was extra
the student store.
Student store.
Yes.
Thank
Dude,
you.
they had the cup noodles, $1 cup noodles. They gave it to you with the fucking fork poked into it. Bro, I used to get 2 of them on snack.
Oh yeah.
Remember, snack was
God,
15
dog.
minutes, and I would eat one real quick, and when I would be eating the second one as I'm going to class.
God, dog, man.
Dude, I fucking hungry, bro. And then it got even worse because that was sophomore year. So yeah, I started. That was when I would start going to school high and stuff. Mm-hmm. And bro, by the time that moment came along, I was fucking hungry, dude. Jeez. I'd be hungry, man.
That's so funny.
Sophomore year, I had a lot of senior year as well, but everyone has that in senior year. But yeah, sophomore year, I had a lot of hungry days because I would get high in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, or I would get high at lunch or something like that, And it wasn't really lunch; it was in the morning. So I couldn't really do it on lunchtime because I couldn't leave. But yeah. But before school, it was easy to do it before school because I took the bus to school.
Okay.
So it would be like at the bus stops, and they're getting high before I went to school on the bus stops. So,
but it wasn't everybody.
No, it wasn't everybody. It was just me, and it was the delinquents.
The delinquents.
Yeah, it was the bad kids, and I don't consider myself one of the bad kids.
It's so crazy, dude.
But I got along with them.
You tell me about your upbringing and things like that, and it's just more. I guess it's. I don't know if it's the people. Maybe It's the people that we ended up hanging out with.
Maybe.
But all the people that we hung out with weren't dangerous.
No. Nobody.
They weren't like bad people.
Nobody were actually bad people. Yeah, we did what's it called? We did stuff that what's the right way to put it? Like delinquent kind of stuff.
Socially acceptable.
Yeah, we did stuff that was very, hey, you shouldn't do that. But it was very immature stuff, not like, hey, that's a bad person kind of stuff, It was just immature stuff, live and learn kind of shit, But you're right. The group of us that were getting high before school, we weren't bad people. We weren't fighting. We weren't the type of people to be rude to other people. We were if anything, people were rude to us.
Because you guys are the delinquents.
Because we're the ones sitting here disturbing motherfuckers' air and shit. Like for real. So.
It is what it is.
My point is that, yeah, man, by the time snack would hit, because snack was after second period, I think.
You know what? I don't even remember.
I think a snack, because it was that 15 minutes. So it was like after second period. And by the time, man, that came around, that 50, because it would go
like
first.
10 o'clock.
It would
10,
go first and second, and then snack, which is, all snack was an extended period between classes.
Minutes.
15 minutes. So instead of what, you got like 5 to 7 minutes to get to class.
I think it was 5 minutes.
Yeah, to get to the next class, they gave you that 15 minutes was like a little break.
Yeah.
And then it would be third period, and then half the school would go to lunch after third period, and the other half would go to lunch after fourth period. Yeah. So, and I had the first one. So I would go to the first two, and then snack, and then third, and then go to lunch. Yeah,
so crazy.
It was nice, But man, I remember being so hungry on snack, dude. The 2-cup noodle thing.
Have you seen any schools recently? How they look, all the gates and all the craziness?
No, I haven't.
I drive by Corona High quite often.
I've seen Corona High, and they turned into a fucking prison.
It is. We were able to get out of the school pretty easily.
Pretty easily, and you know what? I think a lot of the control back then was just the security of the security.
Yeah.
It was the security guard standing there, and you're like, oh, I don't want to get in trouble.
That was a good deterrent.
Yeah, it was deterrent.
Yeah,
that was supposed to be the deterrent.
It really was.
By the time we were seniors, it wasn't a deterrent anymore. Not for me.
It was not for me.
Not for me.
Man.
Yeah, dude. The security. They'd be letting me.
Yeah, I fucking befriended them.
You befriend them, dude. And that's where I think the issue was, and I'm sure they figured it out. It's like, dude, these kids are befriending them, and kind of stuff, So now, how do you? So now you can't rely on the security guards anymore. You can't give the security guards the job of containing these kids in. Yeah. There's only one way after that, and that's what they did. They put up they locked the place down and they put cameras up. The hallways have cameras in them now. I remember you could see one right there by the band room.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it's still there, but the year after, like the year or two after we got out of high school, I remember driving by there and I saw that camera. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? They turned this place into a prison.
Yeah.
They turned into a prison. Like, damn.
Well, safety.
Safety. I suppose so. Is it safety?
I hope so.
We're pretty fucking safe.
I hope so.
Our senior year, nobody got hurt.
No. It was so rare. It was absolutely rare if any type of craziness was going on campus.
No, people just like to do drugs. That's really what it came down to.
People have liked to do drugs since the beginning of time.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. I don't know enough to go ahead and actually give people like a freaking gem of wisdom. I'm only 34, right? So I don't know. But I mean, for as long as I lived, people have been doing drugs.
Yeah.
They haven't slowed down at all. You know what I mean? It's actually only not gotten worse. It's just new stuff has gone out. New things have
it's more accessible.
It's more. I don't think so. I don't think it's more accessible.
I feel
well,
that it is.
For us,
sure, but
we're older now.
That too, but I mean, we're living in a day and age where you can make a phone call. You can send a text message, and I know you were able to do that at one time to the dealer, the guy. You can send a text message to a legitimate business now and have cocaine at your house very quickly. You can
It's
have
crazy.
mushrooms at your house very quickly. You
Yeah.
can have ecstasy, MDMA
I've
at
seen
your
this
house
firsthand.
very quickly.
Firsthand.
Yes. Me and him have witnessed this firsthand.
Yeah.
That you can get this shit delivered to you now, and from a legitimate business. And you know what? I think it's making the world a better place. Because people aren't going out and violence with drugs. You know what it stems from? It doesn't come from the fact that you did the drug. It comes from the fact that the business end of it. Oh, you bought this much off this guy and he tried to only give you this much. It's the politics of it. People get killed over.
Sure.
It's people are stealing, It's I'm gonna fucking kill you for your drugs. Or hey, I'm only gonna give you this much, this kind of thing. On both ends. The dealers fucking over the buyers and the buyers fucking over the dealers. I feel like that is where the people get fucking shot. People get a lot of shit comes up.
Yeah.
But when you have a situation like what I'm talking about that I've heard of these delivery systems, and it baffles me that they're able to exist and operate. That it takes away a lot of that. It does. It takes away. It takes away the buyer seller relationship.
To use the word deter again, it almost deters people from doing it because it's kind of really easy now.
It's too easy.
Back then, when we were younger and spry, like in our way early 20s, going ahead and getting a gram of weed took effort.
Sure.
You had to call somebody. You had to drive there. You had to go to the ATM to go take out money. It was like a whole.
And then you had to go
thing.
through the whole thing of when you pick up. How many of y'all have picked up and had to put on like a face when you pick up? You have to put on that
a brave face.
You're.
I'm not scared.
I'm not scared, and but I also respect you.
Yeah.
You have to put on a persona that where else do you have to put that on? Maybe at work,
Sure.
But you can't. You're having to go and do that. It's a lot to do, and we used to do it a lot.
The nicest people.
Hell no, especially if you don't get to know them real well.
They weren't. They weren't the nicest people.
I'm sure there's a lot. The way it was before is you get to know your drug dealer. You get to know him. There are some people that could watch this right now that probably used to deal drugs to me that know exactly what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Is that, did I become friends with you just because of the drugs? Yeah, kind of.
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry. It's unfortunate, yeah.
But
we never had the chemistry of us to just become real friends from us becoming friends or acquaintances through drugs. It's very rare that you find a friendship through drugs.
Yeah.
You don't find it through drugs by itself,
No.
You find it through other
it's kind of like
drugs
that phrase.
Can be part of it.
It's like that phrase: you go to a bar to pick up chicks. Nobody goes to a bar to find a relationship.
Yeah, nobody goes on dating websites for the most part.
Tinder, to find your wife.
Yeah, to find
you don't find
it happens.
A wife
it happens. Don't get me wrong. It happens.
You're right.
But majority, most of the time, you're not on there looking for that.
Yeah, you're not looking for love.
You're not looking for love. You're just looking for companionship. I'll bet it'd be very temporary.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I've experienced it.
Yes.
And the lady I did go on the date with, because I've only gone on one date on Tinder, and I'm a bit wild, especially at that age. I was like 22, 23.
Oh man, that was younger. Yeah,
I was pretty wild at that time. And
wild age, man.
I went to Starbucks, and it was over here on 4th Street and next to Ontario.
Starbucks, huh?
Yeah, and
basic as fuck, bro.
it was. Anyways, so
you find a more basic. Did you guys want to hike afterwards?
Oh, God, I would have died a little bit inside. But I do like hikes. But yeah, for all you, we're just fucking.
No, for all you. No. As for nobody.
Yeah, you go on your hike. But the thing I found is that I just felt like that she was going to be. It's either I was too wild and she was too boring. It's like she wanted to. She seemed like that person that's going to wake up at 8 a.m. She's going to go ahead and do what she needs to do, and she's going to go to school. She's going to. It was too plain Jane. And I didn't realize what that was until later on in life. I thought it was like, oh man, she's not gonna like me because I'm wild. It was because I found her boring.
Yeah, and you know what? You're probably still right about what you just said. That you're still wild. It just ain't the chemistry didn't connect.
Yeah, the chemistry.
It's hard for the chemistry to connect. You know,
Yeah.
like it is, and you know, like you and me, man. The way that we've met the women that we're with now.
Yeah.
Dude, that didn't happen through a dating website. That
No,
didn't happen
it did
through
not. No.
Yours is a great story because you've known your girlfriend for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it's just a kind of a nice, beautiful love story when you come to think of it. But
Sure.
And then for me, it was through a friend.
It was random.
A mutual friend that knew the both of us and thought that we would match well together, and we did.
Yeah.
And like that's rare. You don't have that.
That doesn't happen every day.
That doesn't happen, especially in this day and age. People don't meet a lot like that very often these days, where somebody will bring them together. So I'm grateful. I'm blessed. You know.
Red Solo Cup.
But still got enough in there? I could grab another. I got none.
Oh, okay.
My brother.
Yeah. There's. There we go.
But yeah, I know it's like the way fate works in a way, you know,
Sure,
like
sure,
you know,
sure.
like I've and I'm not entirely crazy religious and stuff, but you know, I've thanked my higher power through prayer for what was given to me, you know, over the last 6 months now. It's nice, you know.
Yeah.
It's nice to find someone that after so many years of not very progressively trying to find somebody, but this, you know. Oh, I meet this woman.
Putting
here
yourself
and there.
out there.
Putting myself out there, and I'll meet a woman here and there, and you know, it doesn't take too much effort till I realize that's like, that it's not
going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere because there's just no chemistry. You know,
it's so interesting to hear because I've obviously talked to women over the years, and it's like there is an image over all men that we are all just trying to get laid.
Sure.
You know, it's just like, oh, well, he's going to go on a date with me and he's going to try to have sex with me immediately. And most of the time, I feel like on a woman's, like, you know, through their looking glass, it's like that's something that they're already looking out for without even actually talking to the guy.
Sure.
You know? And I feel bad. I feel bad for the guy, I guess, labeled nice guys, where it's like nice guys finish last.
Sure.
You know, but it's like
they don't finish at all.
Yeah. They don't.
They don't. It's unfortunate. We've had this conversation before about, you know what? You got to have a little bit of dick.
You got to have a little bit of asshole in you.
A little bit of asshole. You have to, because the woman, they can't just have this nice guy.
Yeah.
You know? And it's the same for me as a man. I can say the same thing. I wouldn't want just a nice woman. I want that woman with a little bit of spice, a little bit of bitch, you know? I want that because I think that's it.
I need a little bit of sass.
Yeah,
that's what
know?
I call it.
And
I call it, it's like that sass where it's just
right,
like you're
right?
throwing some attitude, and it's like I like it.
I like it. And, you know, and if you didn't, I'd be bored. It would bore me. I mean, and I'm sure there's a woman like that and a man like that match together very well.
Yes,
they're both nice.
Yeah,
you know, they're both nice and they match together very well. You know,
what was it in Deadpool?
The crazies.
Yeah, your crazy matches my crazy.
You're right. Everyone's crazy or not crazy or whatever you want to say. I think everybody's crazy in their own way.
Yes.
You know, but you got to get the crazies to match. And that's where it's at. You know, if you think that there's nobody, that everybody around you or everyone that you meet is like, I'll never find a person because this blah, 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 this and that. That's because they're crazy didn't match your crazy. Yep. And somebody out there, be patient. Somebody out there you're going to meet one day that's going to match your crazy in the right way.
Funny enough, that's interesting to go along with my stories, my relationship, you know?
Yes.
Me and my girlfriend, we knew each other since junior high.
Man, such a long time.
Such a long time. But the thing is we didn't really start dating until the last, 2 years. 2 years ago. And it was when I moved to Tennessee and I feel like I matured mentally.
Yeah.
And she was also going through her life and going through situations that matured her as well. We both matured and grew up from those experiences, and then we actually saw, it's like, hey, like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
We get along.
Yeah.
We could talk forever.
Yes.
I think she's hot.
Yes.
You know, we've always had chemistry. We've always gotten along and always had chemistry for years, and I was just so blind because of my immaturity. You know, of like,
Sure.
It's right in front of my face.
But you weren't ready then.
We weren't ready.
Yeah,
weren't.
that's a good. You both weren't ready.
We weren't ready for it until the last 2 years when we were just I grew up.
And it's
guess.
interesting that when Bryant says the last 2 years, it actually all really started while Bryant was in Tennessee still. So it's not even like they were, together here.
Yeah.
They only saw each other when Bryant came back,
or vice versa,
or when she would go over there. But eventually, at some point, she eventually started going over there. But before that, he was coming back and making time for visiting holidays and stuff like that.
Christmas,
so everyone knows those kind of visitations, those holiday visits,
family holidays,
the family ones and all that. But during that, he would make time for her and everything. And that's where I mean, obviously somewhere in all that, it's such little it's crazy to think that there's just so much distance in all that. There was so much distance and so much time crunch of how much time they could actually spend physically together, and it still worked out. The distance really, when it comes to chemistry and matching up, distance really doesn't matter. Yeah, you'll make it work. You'll figure it out. She was flying out there for him, and they were finding a way to make this relationship work until then Bryant came back,
and that's crazy as well because all that. Like, she got a new job that allowed her to work from home and work from anywhere. And it all just kind of happened at that time. It was like it was like timing.
That pandemic time, man.
Allowed for everything to happen. It was weird.
It's almost like that pandemic helped us out.
Yeah. Thank you, pandemic.
The pandemic did crazy things. We're going to have a separate episode at some time. Maybe we can get some callers in. About what the pandemic has done in the long run. And I can name a few things off the top of my head that the pandemic has done in my benefit, in my favor.
Nice.
Yes. So, but we won't got to talk about that tonight. That could be a whole segment on its own.
Sure.
Yeah. But
we're going on an hour and a half right now.
Yeah, we're going on a little bit long. I think we're gonna probably work on wrapping it up here. And we've enjoyed. This is a good podcast today. This is a good one today. Everything's working really well today, except a little hiccup in the beginning with the soundboard not being synced up right away. But that was a really quick and easy fix. I knew exactly what to do, so that was painlessly solved.
Yeah,
yeah. So. Yeah. We'll have to dedicate this shot here to the phone, to you guys. Yeah, we got the phone now.
Sticking with us for 50 episodes.
Fuck yeah, 50 episodes. We are now on YouTube and Instagram. You could see we got things to fix up with Instagram. We'll get that fixed up, and then YouTube. If you're unable to catch our live videos, we will make sure that our videos will be posted, hopefully by the end of the week. Yes. That's going to be the goal, is to have each episode posted before the next episode airs.
Yes.
So hopefully time will allow us to do that in a convenient way. So keep up with us. Good things are coming. Keep up with us. That number will always be. I'm not going to guarantee it's going to be on the door next time, but it will be somewhere on the screen.
It'll be like one of those "Where's Waldo?"
Where's Waldo? Where's the number?
You guys have to find the number now.
Hey, you want us?
Yeah, you got to go back to this episode and watch it to go find it, because the other ones are going to be hidden. But
yeah. We got new stuff. Join us, please.
Cheers, everybody.
We've given you guys an opportunity to join us now. So.
Cheers.
Motherfuckers.
Oh dear.
Man, that was good.
All right. Well, Again, thank you everybody for going ahead and hanging out with us. Thank you for watching our episode 50 with the Fad.
50.
And again, we are on YouTube. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. If you want to go ahead and get in contact with us, we have this number right here as well, where it's very easy to go ahead and do so. But yeah, you got anything, Justin?
We are the Fad.
That was funny.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, again, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yep.
Till next time.
We'll see you next week, you guys. Peace.
Peace.